Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So I am standing at the entrance of a place called Janjanyokocho. This is the entrance to this small little very retro Shotengai located in Osaka in Shinsekai. Hello everybody, welcome back. So this place is very interesting to me because it retains the old atmosphere of bygone days. It's very rare. It kind of reminds me of certain parts of Asakusa, but maybe even more retro than that. So this is the entrance to a Shotengai called Janjanyokocho, and it's a pretty narrow street. It's an arcade, you know. It has a roof on the top, and it's very old, and there's a lot of eateries on either sides of this street. And what this place is mostly famous for is Kushikatsu, which is deep fried things on skewers like this right here. It also happens to be an Osaka specialty. Yeah, so there are some really popular places here. In addition to that, there are other shops that serve things like sushi, etc. Like this shop here, this is also Kushikatsu, but they're closed right now. Maybe I'm a little too early. I did hear that things become a little bit more lively once night falls. It's around it's almost 5 p.m. here actually. So here's another Kushikatsu place, quite popular. And this place serves sushi here. And this particular place here, you can play retro games. Yeah, like these old pinball machines and Space Invaders and stuff. Isn't that interesting? This is another place that sell Kushikatsu. So here the price is like one stick starts at 80 yen, depending on, you know, what you order. Yeah, but it's actually very reasonably priced. It's not expensive food. Here's another Kushikatsu place. Yeah, and of course more Kushikatsu on my right. And you guys are going to see that there's even more Kushikatsu place in this area. Almost seems like that's all they serve, but no, they do have other stuff. The little bars like this one here. Here's another place where you can play retro games from the 80s and stuff. Kushikatsu. Yeah, I gotta say, like 80% of the shops along this road serve Kushikatsu. And look at this. You can have a bowl of udon noodles for 170 yen. Super reasonable. Standing room only. This guy is a famous mascot. He's the owner of the biggest chain of Kushikatsu restaurants in Osaka. Yes. Okay. So we have come to like an open area. We're outside Janjanyokocho, Janjanmachi. So that's the entrance to Janjanmachi. So we just left. And then you'll see like all these little eateries. Like this eatery is they serve udon and yakitori and horumon. This is another udon place. This one is a izakaya. There's a store selling clothing, discounted clothing, it says. Let's see what's down this road here. Down this road, there's nothing here at the moment, and there's another, that's a Kushikatsu restaurant, and also yakiniku, and a place selling banana juice. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go this way. It's quite interesting if you know what you're looking at. You'll notice that a lot of these places are very retro. Like, look, here's another place where you can play super retro games, all at a cost of only 50 yen. It's like 40 something cents. So I guess you could play like Space Invaders, Galaga, Pac-Man. Yes, I used to play those games. Yes, I am not young. Have you guys played those games? So like I said, this place is kind of empty right now. it does get busier at night. It is a night area. Most of these places are Kushikatsu restaurants. Like this is one that we came to with Ai and Satoshi. And right next to it is another Kushikatsu restaurant. This looks like a nice restaurant. Look at this. Wow. It's a beautiful building. And then next to that is another Kushikatsu restaurant. Yeah, and then across from this, there's a smart ball place. I'm not really sure what a smart ball is, but I think it's one of those super retro games. Yeah, so スマートボール。スマートボールってね、僕あんまり知らないんだ。Yeah. So, yeah, please enjoy this atmosphere of a walk during the day in Shinsekai. Here's a little place where you can get a haircut. 日本人の皆様、こんにちは。ようこそ。いつもプレミア見てくれてありがとうございます。今日はね、大阪に来てて、新世界っていうところにブラブラしてます。はい。新世界はね、あんまり来たことないんですけどね、面白いですよね。すごい下町アトモスフェアがあって、でほとんど串カツ屋さんなんですけど、夜の方が賑やかだね。So here's another place. This place is open 24 hours. This is what Kushikatsu looks like, by the way. So that's a deep fried sausage, deep fried quail egg. That's a deep fried beef offal, deep fried chicken thigh, etc., etc. So that's Kushikatsu. Yeah, and they have some other side dishes here as well. And I guess if you guys come with a big party, you can order this humongous plate of gyoza. That's crazy. This is for 10 people, it says. And a mountain full of karaage. Dude, that's insane. All right, let's walk towards Tsutenkaku. This is the Tokyo Tower of Osaka. I shouldn't really say that. It's their original tower. So you see that tower ahead of me? This is called Tsutenkaku. And I believe it was built, the original was built like, I don't remember. I have to Google it. Let me Google it. I do know that this area was built in 1912 originally. And then one part of this area was based on New York, and then the other part was based on Paris. And Tsutenkaku is supposed to be based on the design of the Eiffel Tower, although it looks nothing like the Eiffel Tower. So it says Shinsekai is an old neighborhood located next to the South Osaka City's downtown Minami area. And yeah, this neighborhood was created in 1912. And a Luna Park, amusement park, operated from 1912 until it closed in 1923 at this location. Can you imagine? Yeah, you can actually go up there. You know, you can go up to the sky tree and stuff. For some reason, I love this one. Maybe because it's so retro. It just reminds me of the past. I don't want them to tear this down because it is so retro. I feel like I time slipped to a past. Alright guys, so this is what it says about this tower according to Google. So this tower was rebuilt right after World War II. The original was built in 1912 and it was rebuilt after that because in 1943 a fire broke out in the tower, and then it was rebuilt in 1956. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. And then around this tower there's a whole bunch of shops. Like there are gift shops here. This is a place you can get soft serve and boba. And what's here? You can get like kakigori here. So one last look at the tower from below. It's not super high or anything, but it's cool. It's actually prettier at night. Okay, now I do want to take you guys down this street right here. This is really cool. Most tourists don't come this side. I'm going to show you guys the local area of Shinsekai because people do live here. Okay, so we're going to go down this street. But before I do that, let me show you this very retro kisaten. This is a super retro kisaten called Doremi. Yeah, when I was a kid, you know, this is before the Starbucks days or anything like that. We didn't even have Dotoru. So these were things that you could like typically find at a kisaten or a coffee shop. You'll find something like this. You'll find like sandwiches. You'll find these. This is called pudding royal. In some places they're called pudding alla modo. So it's basically Japanese pudding with fruits and cream and all kind of stuff. And yeah, this is a very retro style coffee shop. Hopefully they won't tear all of them down. So this is Tsutenkaku Honnanとかね、漢字がねすごいね僕苦手です。ごめんなさい。なんでしょう、どうやって読むんでしょう。 Okay, so this is their Shotengai here. Oh, the lights just came on. Oh, lights just came on. So this is a local shopping mall. Not too many people. You know, this is something I noticed, guys. I noticed the vending machines in Osaka. Some of them are very cheap. Like, look, starting at 50 yen. Here, you can get this melon cream soda for just 50 yen. And you can also get the cool orange for 50 yen as well. Isn't that crazy? Let's see how much the drinks are here. Oh, look at this. You can get this oshiruko, which is like azuki soup, for 50 yen. Get a can of coffee for 60 yen as well. Yeah, only in Osaka. In Tokyo, you don't really see that. So this street looks like it is called Shinsekai Luna Street. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's what it says on that sign. But that wouldn't be surprising because this is where Luna Park used to be. You know, the amusement park. So as far as I can see, I see a lot of cafes. Like this one's like a Hawaiian Cafe, and there's a gachapon store there. More retro games here. A lot of retro games and gachapon machines here as well. What else do they have? You know, ever since I remember, this place has always been kind of empty. Maybe because it only appeals to the older generation. I don't know. Could be the reason. Place selling Okonomiyaki. If you guys are in Osaka, you have to have Okonomiyaki. You must. This is the Okonomiyaki. This is Modanyaki, and this is Negiyaki. If you were to choose two, I choose the Okonomiyaki and the Negiyaki. Yeah, those two are great. Modanyaki is good too, but the Okonomiyaki and the Negiyaki is like the best. Okay, now here we go. So this place is called Shinsekai Market or New World Market. Shinsekai means New World. Looks kind of closed. But this place is quite interesting. I should have come earlier, I think. Let's see. This place is closed on Thursdays, but today is Monday. So, I don't know, are they closed now? Anyway, this is like a super old shotengai. Look at this. Most of the stores, maybe they're only open during earlier hours. I don't know. But it's so amazing to me. Like, look at this. I have time slipped to the past, like to the 60s or something. This is incredible. Sorry, most of the shops are closed. Yeah. Oh, there's a inn here, Machiyado, for people to stay. Well, even the music is like old music as well. So, yeah. Shop selling household goods. This shop is selling confectionery. Oh, here's another place for tourists to stay. It's called Family Stay. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure this is boring for you guys. Let's leave through this side street. I promise you, it is much more interesting when there are people walking and the places are open. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to show you guys what Shinsekai looks like. I know many tourists, they come here and they just eat the Kushikatsu and they go home. But I also wanted to show you guys that there is the local area where you can explore. It's really interesting to me. You can see how people live here. Okay, so we're back out at the Shotengai. Let's go to the other side. See, here it says Shinsekai Luna Street. Oh, it's a place selling takoyaki and kushikatsu. Okie dokie. You know, when I was younger, like in my teens and my early 20s, of course, like most young people, I loved going to places like Harajuku, Shibuya. Shibuya, I loved when I was like in my teenager years. Once I became like 22, 23, I kind of got bored of Shibuya, and then I started going to Harajuku a lot. But more of the Ura Harajuku, the side streets of Harajuku, not so much Takeshita Dori. That's like the teeny bopper area. Yeah, and then if you go down these streets here, there are more shops where the local people go that, you know, don't serve just kushikatsu. They serve other stuff. Here's another branch of Kushikatsu Daruma, a really famous place. This is the original store, by the way. This is the original one. Hello, mister. Let me tell you something. So I did some exploring today. I didn't film because I didn't feel that it was proper or appropriate to film where I went to explore today. So I got off the station at Dobutsen-mai, which is the same station that you would get off to come here. Except I went towards the south to a place called Nishinari. I heard about the place. I never knew it existed for the longest time. Like I only heard about it like literally last week, and it's kind of like Japan's Skid Row. And I heard from many people that it's a dangerous place, and I shouldn't go there. But then after doing a lot of research, I realized that it's not really like dangerous. You know, people don't have any guns, number one. Number two, I mean, there are hardly any murders. You never hear of murders, and you don't hear of fights or anything. It's just where like people go to disappear. Like you see Shinsekai, right? So this is called Shinsekai. You see Tsutenkaku Tower. So this is before the bubble burst, when Japan's economy was doing well. They needed a lot of workers. Many workers came from other prefectures, and they had a lot of work. They had a lot of work to do. And then once everything was built and the economy collapsed, they ran out of work, and so suddenly they were out of a job. And you know, obviously it wasn't easy making a living, and they all sort of kind of ended up there. And that's where you can find like daily jobs. You go there and you know, there's like these centers where you can see if they have a job for you for the day. But yeah, so there are there's some homeless people there, and it's very, very run down, and it's very grungy, and it's super rough around the edges. I'm making a U-turn because there are like porn theaters on that side. If you think this is rough around the edges, you haven't seen Nishinari. Well, totally different world. But I wanted to see it with my own eyes. I didn't necessarily want to film it because, you know, there are people that's like wasted and drunk on the ground, etc., etc. But there's a really cheap food to be found. Like I hear you can find okonomiyaki for 100 yen, you know, because they're catering to the crowds there. But it was very educational for me and I really enjoyed it. I'm the type of person, you know, that I don't want to cast a blind eye to something that's unpleasant. I rather know that what's there, and I try to understand why it's there. And I've been learning about you know, Japan's history, the part where most people don't know about. So I'm very glad that I know a lot more about why places like that exist here in Japan. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have one more day in Osaka. I'll bring you more Osaka videos, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot, guys. Until next time, bye bye. Take care, stay safe, bye. Why don't you?